Collateral sanctions. Employment. 1 in 6 Ohioans has a criminal conviction. People trying to get back on their feet face many challenges. Like all aspects of mass incarceration, Black people bear the brunt of these challenges.
Most interviews always went well until it came up that I was a felon.
They always ask for the criminal conviction piece. Like I said, those that didn't, it came up at the interview. And that's the piece that's hard to get past when you had a criminal conviction.
I had to take different jobs. Like I knew that I wouldn't be working in engineering anymore.
You want to take me from making $18 an hour to $9.50 because I have a recent felony? Are you serious?
I went into interviews always wanting to be honest and tell them ahead of time, which I learned now, I learned later, if they don't ask, don't tell.
People with criminal convictions often struggle to find employment.
I thought I did pretty good, and the guy called me. He said, unfortunately, because of your background, we decided to go with another candidate.
The day before I was to come to work, they called me up at like 3:30 in the afternoon and told me that I didn't have the job because of my background.
All of these places I would go to would indirectly try and steer me toward something to do with manufacturing or working in a warehouse, some sort of manual labor.
I worked in a furniture shop, got 17 cents an hour. That gave me a lot of on hands experience. But when I got out and I tried to go to this certain company, it was different. I couldn't get in, unfortunately, but I was good enough to work for them when I was in there.
They were looking at where I got my training from and viewed it as being second rate, and therefore I was second rate.
I filled out an application and I got hired there. Well, they hired me knowing my background because I had 2 licenses in the trade, so they hired me on that alone, but they said, instead of you welding, you can clean up the shop.
I've learned now that different people have different personalities, and my personality was not that of a machinist. So I kept looking, and someone discovered me, and here I am today as an employment specialist 7 years later.
After that interview, I never applied to work for anyone again. I've been doing my own thing, self-employed, vendor, independent contractor, because I was tired of people telling me, no, because of your felony, no, I'm not gonna pay you. Whatever you think you're worth, this is all you're gonna get because you have felonies.
You lose jobs, you can't find jobs, the whole collateral sanction piece. And it's just easy to re-enter, go right back into the institution because it's countable.
Ohio has over 850 collateral sanctions in state law. Visit acluohio.org/reentry for more information. Share this video using #reentry.